Japanese black pine. Japanese black pine is one of the most recognizable bonsai trees, and it has been cultivated in Japan for centuries. Its dark green needles, rugged bark, and strong branches give it an aged appearance even when the tree is relatively small. It handles pruning and wiring well, making it especially suitable for traditional bonsai training. With proper care, the bark becomes deeply cracked and textured, creating the appearance of an ancient tree growing in a harsh landscape. Japanese white pine. Japanese white pine is valued for its soft, compact needles and elegant appearance. Native to parts of Japan and Eastern Asia, it is often associated with refined Japanese bonsai styles. The needles are usually shorter and more delicate looking than those of the Japanese black pine, giving the finished tree a lighter appearance. Mature specimens can develop beautiful, pale, flaky bark, which adds to their sense of age. Chinese elm. Chinese elm is one of the most popular bonsai trees for beginners because it is adaptable and responds well to regular pruning. It comes from China and other parts of East Asia and has small leaves, fine branches, and naturally attractive gray-brown bark. When maintained as a bonsai, it can produce dense layers of foliage while still showing the structure of the branches underneath. It can also tolerate a range of growing conditions, although its exact care depends on the climate. Japanese maple. Japanese maple is famous for its delicate leaves and dramatic seasonal colors. Native to Japan, Korea, and parts of China, it is especially striking in autumn, when its green foliage can turn shades of red, orange, or yellow. Bonsai growers value it for its fine branching and naturally graceful shape. Because its leaves are relatively large compared with some other bonsai species, careful pruning is important to maintain a convincing miniature appearance. Trident maple. Trident maple is another popular maple used for bonsai, particularly because it develops a thick trunk and fine branching relatively quickly. It is native to China, Korea, and Japan and gets its name from the three-lobed shape of its leaves. Compared with Japanese maple, it is generally more vigorous and tolerant of strong pruning. Its bark can become rough and textured with age, giving mature specimens a powerful appearance. Chinese sweet plum. Chinese sweet plum, also known as Sigaritia, is a small evergreen or semi-evergreen tree widely used for bonsai. It naturally produces tiny leaves and delicate branches, which make it easy to create a convincing miniature tree. It comes from warm regions of Asia and can produce small flowers, followed by tiny fruits. Its relatively fine structure makes it particularly suitable for compact bonsai designs. Fukien tea. Fukien tea is a small evergreen tree native to southern China and other warm parts of Asia. It is especially recognizable by its small glossy leaves, rough gray bark, and tiny white flowers. Under suitable conditions, it can also produce small red berries, adding another layer of detail to the miniature tree. Because it prefers warmth and does not tolerate cold conditions well, it is often grown indoors or protected during colder weather. Juniper. Juniper is one of the classic bonsai choices and is commonly seen in traditional displays around the world. Different juniper species are used, including varieties native to Asia, Europe, and North America. Their needle-like or scale-like foliage can be shaped into dramatic forms, while dead wood techniques can create the appearance of a tree that has survived wind, drought, or other harsh conditions. Junipers are especially well-suited to outdoor bonsai cultivation. Chinese banyan. Chinese banyan is a tropical and subtropical bonsai tree known for its glossy leaves, smooth gray bark, and ability to produce aerial roots. It is native to southern China and other parts of Southeast Asia and belongs to the fig family. In nature, banyan trees can become enormous, spreading roots and branches across large areas. As a bonsai, that same growth pattern can be carefully controlled to create a miniature tree with a thick, ancient-looking trunk. Bougainvillea. Bougainvillea is a tropical and subtropical plant commonly trained as bonsai because of its colorful bracts and strong woody growth. Although the bright parts are often mistaken for flowers, the actual flowers are much smaller and appear among the colorful bracts. Native to South America, Bougainvillea thrives in warm conditions and strong sunlight. As a bonsai, it can develop a thick trunk and compact branching while producing vivid displays of color. Pomegranate. Pomegranate is a deciduous tree that works surprisingly well as bonsai because it naturally develops a gnarled trunk and attractive branching. It originated in regions stretching from the Middle East toward South Asia and has been cultivated for thousands of years. Its bright flowers can develop into miniature fruits under the right conditions, giving the bonsai an unusual combination of flowers, fruit, and aged-looking wood. In colder seasons, it can lose its leaves and enter a period of dormancy. Olive. Olive is a long-lived Mediterranean tree that can make an impressive bonsai because of its naturally twisted trunks and small leaves. Olive trees have been cultivated around the Mediterranean for thousands of years, and some living specimens are believed to be centuries old. Their slow, rugged growth creates a naturally aged appearance that bonsai growers try to preserve in miniature form. They prefer plenty of sunlight and generally do best when grown outdoors in suitable climates. Serissa. Serissa, often called snow rose, is a small flowering shrub from southern and eastern Asia that is frequently trained as bonsai. It has tiny leaves, fine branches, and small white flowers that can appear for much of the growing season under good conditions. Its compact growth makes it useful for creating very small bonsai trees. At the same time, it can be sensitive to sudden changes in temperature, light, or watering, so consistent care is important. Crape Myrtle. Crape myrtle is a flowering tree and shrub known for its colorful summer flowers and smooth, often peeling bark. Native to Asia and parts of Australia, it can be trained into bonsai with a strong trunk and carefully arranged branches. Its flowers may appear in shades such as pink, red, purple, or white depending on the variety. During cooler months, many varieties lose their leaves, revealing the structure of the branches and the attractive bark underneath.